an ex-student of UNIILORIN, unmute your mic and just say something to me. If you are proud, just unmute your mic and just say something to me.
Better by far.
Oh shit! Yeah, who else? Who else?
Better by
You sure?
far.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Who else? I've seen 2 persons already.
It's not goodbye, but see you again.
Doctrinal probitas.
No be lie, no be lie. And I don't mention face tank here.
Thank you, sir.
Tank here, say, no, they are not proud UNIILORIN in this place. You actually proud UNIILORIN. All those key terms in UNIILORIN. Mention them. Let's hear you. 1 or 2 more persons. Come on.
How would you forget? Sing. You short.
Okay. All right. Yes. Once again, welcome everybody. Welcome to tonight's a meeting. It promises to be enlightening. It promises to be fun, power packed. I have 2 of my guys. Oh Jesus! Those people, I've learned from them over time. I've sucked. I am still sucking, and I always suck from them. They are people I really look up to in this industry, and they're here to teach us certain things. Million as a student selling real estate. Come on, not do this. It's not, you know, it's one thing to know all of these things early enough. Another thing for you to just implement them, right? These things that you're about to learn today, I wish I knew them when I was still in school. So, yes, once again, let me just welcome everybody on behalf of the co-founders of Land Republic, the person of Victor Adishewa, and Ayodeji Ajo. I want to say a very big welcome to everybody for joining tonight's class. And like I said, it's gonna be amazing. Get your pens, get your biro, your jotter, everything that you need. For the next 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours, please no distraction, because we are here to listen to something that will set your future up forever. If you can take tonight's class very serious, I can guarantee you that your future is set forever. So get serious, right? Just let your mind be open to listen and to learn, okay? Because these things you're about to learn are practical things that this my organs have been able to work with over the years, and they are where they are today because of what they've learned. So you are here to draw from their wealth of knowledge. So get your mind ready, get yourself ready. If there's anything you're doing right now that might distract you, please just try and pause, pen, or maybe leave the environment so you can pay rapt attention to everything that will be learned tonight, that will be taught tonight. So without further ado, let me bring up my own, should I say direct orga? What's the name of my direct orga? Bosha, my own orga, upline orga. My sales manager, she's somebody that she sells land like she's selling pure water. If you can understand what I mean. You know, imagine selling pure water 2020 naira. That's how she sells land. She's a multi-talented person, brand ambassador. Oh Jesus, the list is unending. Actually, you hear for yourself. She has quite a number of knowledge or things about real estate that I know you all can actually draw from tonight. And as for you making your first million as a student, it will shock you that she's also a student and then she's actually making millions. So this is somebody that I feel all you all want to learn from, because this is someone that is actually in your shoes right now and then she's making the millions already as a student. So without further ado, I'll be bringing up Esosa Etemgwaye as she takes the first round of the teaching tonight on how to make your first million as a student. So join me as a welcome, Esosa, to tonight's class. Please, if your hands are not too busy, just show me that clap emoji and then Let's welcome her to the class. Esosa, over to you, ma. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening,
Thank you.
mama.
I see the
Welcome to
claps.
the.
Right. Okay, so without wasting time, we are talking how to make your first million as a student. And as Adeboye rightly said, I am also a student. I'm a student of the University of Ibadan, the first and the best. Please don't argue. Nobody should argue.
Hello. That's why I didn't start this in the beginning. Oh. Don't let us fight, oh.
Adeboye, please.
We are
Thank
better
you.
by far for a reason, please. Please.
Okay, we're not here to argue anyways, but you guys get it right. All right. So campus to cash flow. How to make your first million in real estate as a student. So I would assume that most of you here right now are very, very new to real estate. So I'll be taking it from scratch. And my the Oga of Ogas, he will be giving you guys the a little bit advanced part. So I'll start from like the very, very basics that you need as a complete rookie in real estate. So I will explain what real estate means, the different types that we have, and the importance of real estate in our economy of today. Again, I will explain what real estate means, the different types of real estate that we have, and the importance of real estate in our economy today. So I will start with that. So in very simple term, in layman English, real estate is simply property in form of land or buildings. Real estate is property in form of land or building. So in case you've been wondering, what is real estate? What is real estate? It's simply property in the form of land or buildings. So if you see a land or if you see houses, they are all real estate. Now, the types of real estate that we have commercial real estate, we have residential real estate, and we can also have industrial real estate. So commercial real estate is just simply a property that is used for business related purposes, like companies, offices. Those are like commercial real estate. A property that is exclusively used. You see some places in some estates, they will tell you this is the commercial part of the estate. So those properties are the commercial real estates. They are properties that are used for business related purposes. Then the residential one, of course, as the name implies, is the one that is used for residential purposes, where you and I live, they are called or they are grouped under residential real estate. Then industrial real estate also, you can define that one as the kind of buildings that accommodate industrial activities like production, manufacturing, buildings like quarry where they like break rocks, kind of um please mute your audio, thank you. This kind of manufacturing works, warehouse, storage, and distribution. You can categorize those ones under industrial real estate. Now, the importance of real estate to our economy cannot be overemphasized. And I will take it again from scratch, like you should, so that you understand it like a layman. When we talk about the importance of real estate, right? You can see it everywhere in everything that you do. In fact, real estate is everywhere. I tell people that real estate will always be, as long as you and I need shelter. One of the basic things man needs after food, and yes, food, shelter. So as long as man continues to need shelter, right, real estate will always be. It will always be. And even if you do not get to directly buy real estate, you are paying somebody that has bought real estate. So the importance in the economy is so plentiful. I mean, everywhere you look, you stay in an apartment, your mom can own a shop, or your dad works in an office, or maybe your brother works in a factory. So that real estate is like everywhere. And in every single place that you find real estate is directly linked to somebody's source of income. Either your brother is working in a factory to make money, or you guys are in a house where you pay rent. So everything that has to do with real estate is money. And the best part about real estate is that it helps you beat inflation. Like presently, with the way our naira keeps getting devalued compared to other currency, keeping money in the bank is very, very unadvisable. Like it's like the worst thing you can ever do to yourself because that the value of that money only depreciates. So how does it help you in this economy right now? When you put money in properties, you are
But this
you,
man now.
oh my god. When you put money in properties, you are hedging inflation. Like you are putting your money in something that would not make that money depreciate. Because real estate will always appreciate. Have you ever heard that the house that somebody moved into, they were collecting so rent and then the rent dropped? No, it only increases. In fact, the more terrible economy gets, the higher rent gets. Nobody will see that, oh, actually, money is not as valuable as it used to be, so let us bring down the house rent. No, your landlord will only tell you that things are now more expensive, so his house rent is going up. So there's nowhere that I have heard, and I'm sure that you have heard, that the cost of real estate goes down. If you rent a shop at so price today, in the next 2 years, the landlord can come and say he or she is increasing the rent, and nobody can question the person. So as far as the fact that it can help you make more money and it hedges against inflation, with the way it is in the Nigerian market, you can make an unholy sum of money from it because it's not exactly regulated. We'll get to that later. But I've explained the importance of it in the economy, so you get the very basics of real estate is and how you can make so much money from this market. Now, understanding the market when it comes to real estate, there are different things that you need to know about the market, but I'll just begin with the very basic ones. When you want to check out how real estate works, if in case you want to sell properties, what you can do is just to go and ask in your locality how much properties were at a particular time, and then how much those properties are at the moment. When you ask, you will be able to compare and you can understand for yourself that this is how it has grown. If you are very good at mathematics, you can even calculate the percentage and see how it has grown over time and see the trends and see how a particular area that was seen as being inconsequential or not important or really habitable grew to become habitable and very much sought after in just a number of years. So that can help you to understand your own local market from where you are or where you stay, and you can use that to apply to other markets in which you intend to sell the real estate in that location. If you have questions, just compile them. We'll answer them later. So straight up, now I want to talk to you about what you think. If you want to make ₦1 million in real estate, it's very possible. But first off, do you yourself believe that it is possible for you to make? Mindset. How you think is everything. Every single thing. I would have loved to go into a brief story, but I don't want to take too much time so that I can have time to cover what I want to teach tonight. But whatever you think of yourself, even the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so the man is how you think of yourself that exactly you are. It doesn't mean that you can say, oh, I want 5,000 naira and it drops in your lap, or oh, I want 500 million naira and it drops in your laps. No. What I'm saying is that when you actually think that you can achieve this thing, everything inside you works towards helping you achieving that thing. But the moment you doubt yourself that you can achieve that thing, consciously or unconsciously, your actions and your thoughts will definitely not even work towards you achieving it. It will work opposite because that is what you are thinking in your mind. So if you can think to yourself that you can make this money, ₦1 million is not a big money, then you can do it. So your mindset is very important. I want to stress tonight the importance of your mindset, what you think. But if you have sorted how you think about yourself and you can tell yourself that, yes, I can make this money, the next thing I will be telling you now is that you need to be very patient. You need to be very patient. It's not easy, right? Nothing good comes easy. Nothing at all. There's nothing that will give you so much good in this life that you don't have to work for. So you need to be extremely patient. Can we hear me, please? Somebody should respond so I will know that I'm being heard before I go on.
Yes, ma'am. I hear you.
Thank you. So you need to be extremely patient. Patient with yourself. I had my team members in Land Republic. A number of them resumed like last month, and for like a whole month, some of them didn't make a sale. But then after a whole month passed, this August, One of them I didn't make a sale. It made a sale like back to back, like 4 plots back to back. The times he didn't make a sale, it was sad. He was feeling distressed. He was unhappy. But then I kept telling him it will happen, and he himself did not relent. And he came, and the time he came, he didn't even come in one. He came in bulk. I remember he was even saying that. He was saying, TL, team lead, when I eventually make a sale, I'm going to sell plots, not even one plot. And when he eventually made that sale, he didn't sell one plot, he sold in plots. So patience is very, very important. He could have given up in the second week or third week, because there are some of his colleagues that made the sale in their first week, second week of resumption of joining the sales team. So you need to be extremely patient with yourself, and that's just like a 1 month success story, right? There's some that took 6 months, some took 2 years before they could break even. I'm not saying you should take 2 years or you would have to take 2 years. My point is, you need to be patient with yourself if you want to make that money. And then you need to be resilient, right? Have a long-term thinking. Do not just think about the now commission. Think about what can become of your life when making sales in real estate becomes a part of your day-to-day activity. When you can make sales and then money keeps coming in from the real estate source and even your other money income sources, and what it can do to your finances in general. So think long term. When you think long term, you will also by yourself be able to strategize on ways to be better at what you do in selling real estate. All right. So think long term, be patient, be resilient, and then have that mindset that you can make that money. If I, as a student, am making money in real estate, you can do so too. You don't need to know the whole world. You don't need to know the governor. You don't need to have the governor's children on your CL. I will get there too before you can make that money. So the next thing I want you to also notice that making a million isn't overnight, right? Making a million is not an overnight endeavor. You just need to keep at it and make sure that all your actions are towards how you can break even in the real estate market. Now, another thing again I want to talk about is how you start. How you start. As a student, I want to believe that most of the people that you have on your CEO are fellow students, or maybe just those that are like a little bit above the age bracket of your fellow students. So you might not have that audience that might help you sell or purchase the property of 10 million naira from you, but you can have that audience that can purchase the property of, say, 300K, 400K from you. So if you are just starting in real estate, don't start with the high-end properties, right? Look at those that you have on your sale or whatever platform you want to utilize to make this sale, and start with the level of those that you have. Use that to learn and grow. Start with a smaller, more manageable project, or smaller, more affordable projects or properties, and that will help you, all right? That will help you a lot to know, okay, this is what my people like, so they can buy. Then you can grow from there. It can provide to you, it can be your learning curve at that moment. So don't start huge, right? Start small. In Land Republic, we presently have a property selling for as low as 300K, and it has helped the whole lot of our sales partners that on a norm that they might not make back-to-back sales. That's helped them make a lot of back-to-back sales because of the price of the property, and because those that are around they can easily afford. So if you are starting up like this, is just that kind of properties where you can jump on as a student. There are students that can afford such cost properties, and we even make it easy, 6 months payment spread with no interest. I'm sorry that my voice is muffled. I'm cold, but I hope you guys can hear me. So we made it so easy. 6 months payment spread with no interest. Start with 100K and spread payments for 6 months. As long as the student is an entrepreneur that is making little money for themselves, they can afford this. So this kind of property is the best for you, that will help you grow in this market. And before you know it, you are on your way to making your first million for real. So that can also help. Another thing again is networking, right? Networking is very, very important for you who wants to make good money in real estate. Try to network. You need to go around those that you know can afford, even if you don't have them on your CL as much. Go to places that they are. Is it in church? Is it in your mosque? Is it in a party? Is it in a gathering? Is it in a particular audience? Maybe like an influencer's audience. You can pay the influencer. Just network. Just make sure that you are going to a place where your target audience are. And that way, you can stretch forth your hand to them and have them know what you do. And then from there, you can begin to prime them and close them eventually. So networking is very, very important for you to make that kind of money in real estate. Now, your branding and how you market yourself is also very, very important, especially your personal branding. Trust me, anybody that will be buying real estate from you, you're not buying from Land Republic. They'll be buying from you as a person. Whether you are Joshua or you are Aminat, whatever your name is, this is the person that they are looking at to buy. They're not buying from the company. They don't know the company, they are buying from you. So you need to be very, 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 very particular about how you brand yourself. Like, you cannot be overstated that if you're marketing real estate, your personal branding needs to be top notch because people trust you. And for you to be able to do that, it means you need to consistently put yourself out in that light of someone that can be trusted. And once they can trust you, it's easy for them to put their hand in their pockets or open their bank app and make that transfer. So your personal branding is very, 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 very important. Now, when it comes to negotiation also, that's a very fantastic thing. So I'm trying to rush over because I know my time is almost up. Selling real estate, you need to be good at the skill of negotiation, at the art of negotiation, because there are sometimes some people will come to you and ask you for some things that you yourself cannot give, but you need to make it look like you are doing them a favor for whatever is up at the moment. Like, say the company is saying 6 months payment spread with no interest. You need to be able to sound something like that to be bigger than it is to the clients, because some clients will still want to just get extras after a very good deal. They still want more. So you need to make it look like even the very, very basic deal is a big deal that you are giving to them. So you need to be very, very good at negotiation. If you need more teachings on this, don't worry, just join our Land Republic team. We have more training so that we can go more in depth into this kind of trainings. But for now, just know that you need to have negotiation skills because it's very, very critical in closing deals and for you to be able to make that kind of money in real estate. Now, the other piece I need to know is just the legalities, which maybe my boss will talk about that. Talk about that later. Then again, I want to also stress on the importance of your own self. Like, your integrity is very, very important in this business. If you sell to somebody and you treated the person somehow, or after selling to them, you still don't like follow up well, or maybe they're having an issue, you didn't handle it properly. Trust me, they will not refer you. And once they don't refer you, you will have issues selling somebody else. Referral is like the lifeline of a business. If you've done a good business transaction, they should be able to refer you to more and more people. It even makes it easier for you as a salesperson than when you have to continuously go and look for new sales all the time. So always make sure that you leave a good impact on anybody that you are selling to. That will help you a whole lot. It will ease your stress as a salesperson that is trying to make good money in this industry. Now, let me see whether there's something I've jotted down I've not spoken about before. I think I have 30 I have more 5 more minutes. Adiboye, how long do I have more, please? Adiboye.
Yeah, yeah, 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more.
So another thing again that I want you to note is that real estate is not a sprint, right? It's not a sprint success. Those that have done so good in real estate, they didn't just come into the industry and just go out. If you've seen anyone that is like high flying in real estate at the moment, they took their time, like they stayed consistent. They kept on and they kept on improving themselves. That has been what has helped them to the point in which you can see them today and you can envy them. Or you can feel like, oh more, this person they make good money. It's just because of how they have consistently done it over time. So do not come into this industry hoping that if I make money for 3 months I will leave. You won't get to that point in which you want to get to. So see it as something that you are coming to do and you are coming to do with your own mind. Another thing is the company that you sell for. The company you sell for is very, very important. You need to be very careful that whoever you are selling for is somebody that you can personally vouch for. I tell my audience that I cannot sell for a company that I cannot buy from personally. Because real estate is something that if you're not careful, you can be in a big trouble, like you can be in a pot of soup. So be careful of the companies that you sell for. do your due diligence well, and that will help you as a salesperson to be able to stand anywhere and beat your chest to say, this particular company I'm selling for, you have nothing to worry about. You have 100% security on your property. Nothing can go wrong because even me myself, I have properties with this company. So, of all I've said right now, if you have any questions, please you can ask later. So that'll be all for now. Thank you guys so much. I think I used my time well. Adeboye, over to you.
Thank you, so sir, for this short but powerful class that you have taught us tonight. Thank you so much. Please, if you actually enjoyed the class, please, if your hands are not too busy, just let us give her a round of applause. I mean, it's not easy. She, for her to prepare, for her to take this class, I'm sure she must have prepared for hers. For at least for be able to see all of these things that she said now. And these are practical things, right? Practical things that even with the fact that there's not too much time, she was still able to deliver certain points. You have your questions already, but then let's leave them aside. Even the guy himself finish his own class, and then we can ask our questions. So thank you once again, Esosa, for this. Thank you. We're so grateful. And yes, without further ado, let me just bring in my Oga, the Olori Okobamba. I call him Akwatakwiti of Land Republic. The 001 is somebody that I really look up to in this industry. He's a father to many. He's a brother. He's a friend. Yes, he's a friend, and he's a teacher. He's a mentor. He's a leader. Yes, he has many attributes himself. So yes, I would like to bring in my boss to teach you how. The good part is an ex Unilorite, number one. Is an ex physical science student, an ex chemistry student of Better by Far University. So he's talking from a particular standpoint that I feel everybody can relate with right now. So I'm bringing in my organ now to tell us how to make millions while you're still in school as a student. So join me with a standing ovation, a clapping ovation, anything ovation to just bring in my organ,
Voila.
Victor Adeshewa Adegbile. Please come on. My organ, over to you,
Good
sir.
evening, everyone.
Good
Oh,
evening,
sorry,
sir.
sorry. I don't know if my mic. Give me like 30 seconds. I want to pick my
30
mother.
seconds. Okay, that's fine. Please keep the applause coming in till it is available for us. Keep clapping.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, sir.
All right.
Yes,
I just had to quickly put up a slide like about 30 minutes ago. I never knew that I was going to make this class. Thanks to people like Adeboye and Esosa. A very
Thank you, sir.
like I want to say thank you to Esosa for coming through because she's really, really like indisposed. But you know, that's another quality of a sound salesperson. They must show up no matter what. You must show up. Thank you so much for that class, Esosa. I know you have done justice to most of these things. I will just briefly go through some of the points that I noted because I'm not I'm not a theoretical person. I like practical, I like straightforward things. There is no need of speaking too much English. You understand? So, greetings to all my UNIILORINE people, my fellow getting it better by 5 students. Yeah, good evening. A brief background into my life as a real estate person. My journey as a realtor started while I was still in UNIILORINE. I remember that afternoon. If you know chemistry department very well, you will know one woman called Dr. Mrs. Adegoke. I was in that lab one day. I think I wanted to submit one 300 level course. That was the first time I got to know about real estate. I'm like, this real estate, what is it about? And that man was like, the man that was even that really pushed me to um that really pushed me to go for the like to think about real estate. The man was like, if you are ready to make 500,000 we are ready to make 500,000. Click on this link. The same way we are sending you a message that if you want to make 1 million naira like this, that was the same way I saw that message, and I was like, is it possible to be making? Is it possible to be making 500,000 in this current economy? And this is about like half a decade ago, and I'm like, is it possible? That man called me, and we had like a 1 hour like meeting, like 1 hour plus. I was still in Ilorin that time. He said, you know what? You being in Ilorin does not like matter. You just have to show dedication. And we spoke about a lot of things. God bless Dr. Ladi Okubene in absentia. God bless you, because hello, please mute your mic, please. I don't like distractions. Mute your mic. Oh. So from that day henceforth, everything just changed. Although it was very hard, I'm going to still be sharing my story alongside, but let's proceed. So it was very hard because my classmates were people that have my contact, they realize what I'm about to say. Like, they remember what I just am about to say now. Like, my classmates mocked me. They said, "She, you will no get money," because actually that time I was a broke person. Now I was still always wearing my Ankara on jean. No money, nothing. And imagine preaching the gospel of real estate that come and build wealth, come and multiply your money, and they can see that you are still struggling with all these bread and beans in block 1. What's that? Is it block 3? That woman that says, if you do nice class, please send a message, drop some comments. If you can relate to what I'm saying, like if you've done nice class before, unmute yourself, because hello, UNIILORINE.
Buka.
Hey, you understand? All those buka rice and beans, yes. Buka beans and bread. So imagine telling people that the same people that you guys, they were ready to discourage me, but the first point I'm going to talk about is believe in yourself. I know a lot of people are like, how is it possible to make 1 million? How is it possible to make 1 million naira in a month like this? It's believe me, believe in yourself. As also I was speaking about your mindset, like your mindset is very, very important. Like I will not be talking about mindset this night, Shab. Subsequently, we'll be talking about it later. But let me quickly go forward. So I said the first one is believe in yourself. I've moved away from that. The next one I'm going to be talking about is be very positive. Like, show a lot of positivity when talking to your prospect. Everything about sales is about attitude. What's the attitude you are bringing to? What's the attitude you are bringing on board? The last time I was in Ilorin, I said something. I said, lion is not the tallest. Is not the tallest. Is not the tallest animal in the jungle. Is not the strongest animal in the jungle. Is not the wisest animal in the jungle. He's not even the fastest animal in the jungle, but he's the king of jungle because of what? The attitude. Like, attitude is everything in it. Says, what's the attitude what's the attitude? What do you think about yourself? Like, how do you see things? How do you see like a problem? That's why I always encourage people to read books that has to do with mindset, that will just put you on that kind of space that you want to you feel like, oh, you're on top of the world. Sorry, I'm using my tab, and my tab is somehow, I don't know. I'm trying to on my camera. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you really have to have a very right like attitude, because attitude is what makes it different. Everybody is a salesman. Like, a lot of salespeople in Lagos, in Nigeria. I know of a company that they have over 100,000 realtors. 100,000 realtors. And you know the funniest part? When a client is talking to you, or when a prospect is talking to you, you are not the only person they are talking to. In fact, I see it a lot. People will be, some realtors client, they will be talking to them, and they will still come to my DM too and be talking, and I just smile. Even not because these people are like, I know that the realtors are my people. Imagine if it is in a space that like we are not the same thing, like we are all competitors. There is high tendency that the clients will later go with me because of the positivity. I know that once you enter my DM, I must close you. I have that positive mindset. Do you understand? So that positive mindset is very, very important. You need to read books that will encourage you, and you need to stay away from people that will discourage you. A lot of people are every now and then, every news, the mainstream media is talking about how dollar is now 910 or 930, how Nigeria is getting worse. They are saying renew shege. Like, do you know that in this same economy, people are making bastard money? Like, yeah, it's crazy set of money. I was somewhere, I was at an event last week Sunday, and although the event it was just like about 40 people or so, and they told us to come and launch books. Like, I was seeing people launching book, just 3 copies, so for 5 million naira, 3 million naira, 4 million naira, 5 million naira. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of money in this country. I just came from like a program before I stepped in to prepare for this class. Entering that event like this, I was like, God. And I thought people are saying there is renew shege in town. So you have to get away from people that everything they are talking about is lack. If you are around the community that is always talking about lack, before you know it, your life will be producing lack. You need to be in a community that inspires positivity. And that's why it is very important for you to be active on our group chat. There's a group chat called the Land Republic Partner. If you are not on that group chat after this class, I'll like Boye, it will be dropping like the link for you to join, because that group, for people that have been on that group, they can relate to what I'm saying. Like, is an atmosphere of positivity when you are seeing people ringing bell every time. Even a lot of people that have not even sold for a long time, like since they joined real estate recently, they have been selling back to back because there is an energy, like they're already in one mental state that is saying it is possible. So be very positive if you are going to sell in as a realtor. Now, the third thing I'm going to be talking about is set your goals well and work on them. See, if you don't have a goal, there's a tendency that you are not going to reach anywhere. Thank God that you already know the goal for this class. What's the goal for this class? Someone should mention it. Like, someone should unmute themselves, or like his or herself. What's the goal for this class? Sorry, I like the interactive class. What's the goal for this class? I want to know if you actually like know the goal for this class, or you are just here.
Making our first million, sir.
God bless you, Ajayi Emmanuel. Making your first million, that's the goal. So after this class, I expect to say, let me tell you what I did like sometimes ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. Every month, I have a target. I have what I want to make. I have the money that I want. I have what I want to, like, I feel like I want to make. So what do I do? Next, every month, on my wall, on my what do they call this, wardrobe, decide on my bedside wardrobe, I have my target every morning when I wake up. That's the first thing I see. And let me tell you how to set your goal. Let's say now you want to make 1 million in a month. What you need to do is now you need to split it down to like week. How much do you need to make every week to get to this 1 million? So for example, now for me, I would just say, okay, because my goal is to make 1 million naira every month, I have to make 250,000 naira every week. Every week I have to make 250,000 naira. So then I will now further simplify the goal to daily. Every day I must make commission of at least 15 naira. I say 15 naira, 50,000 naira. Like, because we have like 5 working days, and although as a realtor we work 24/7, but to just make it easier, I have to like make, let's say I'm going to be working for just 5 days in a week. I have to be making 50,000 every day. You think it's not possible? It is possible. I make more than that in every day itself now. So, but you have to set a goal. Write it down. Like, every day I remember at the time my goal was to be making I think when I first joined real estate, my goal was to be making 500,000 every month. So that means every week I must make 100K. So it was very hard for me to think of how do I make 20,000 every day now. Every day, how do I make it? But I did not even know how my goal went from making 500,000 every week, every month, to literally like every day or every week now. Like every day. That's that much. I did not know how I moved from making 500, from the goal of saying, okay, I want to make 500,000 every week, to getting more than that every day now. That's the power. That's the beautiful thing about goal. But if you don't have your goals, you can never reach them. Now that you know what your goal is, I want you to, after this class, pick up your pen, pick up your biro, write your goal down. I, Victor, is going to make 1 million naira. Today is what? Today is 12, right? By next year, by next month, September 12, I want to come and check my 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 goal list or my diary and see, okay, what have I done? And be very accountable. Look for someone that, like an accountability partner. One of the things that helped me was I had an accountability partner. The girl was in China at that time. Her name is Faith Zenaya. She was in China. Every time I don't I don't miss my goal, she would tell me that, you know what, Victor, because you did not meet your goal for this month, you are carrying it over to next month. So let's say my goal is to make 1 million, and because I did not meet 1 million this month, next month I must make 2 million. That was always pushing me because I did not want to disappoint this lady. She was already meeting her goal. I was struggling. Like every day, I wanted to, if you are talking, if you are saying something beside me, I will not even listen to you. If it's not going to move me towards my goal, I'm not going to say anything about it. Sorry. I don't want to, like, we have like a few minutes to go. So the next thing I want to talk about is the power of contact. Please, I know a lot of you are still in school right now. Don't joke with your contact in school. Oh, see, if you are that kind of person that you are saying, I don't like talking to people inside the class. No, no, no. Don't joke. Don't even do that again. Because this business is a business of people. You need people. Like, you need people. I say this every time I get to talk. I say my biggest client so far is my classmates. My classmates is the one that's giving me the highest set of money. Like, my classmate, this guy buys property from every time. We were still having a conversation last week. He was saying, Victor, I want to buy a property in Mikati. Like, literally, most of my clients, the referrals came from my classmates. There are some of them right now, they don't have money, believe me, but they have access to people that have money. I remember I met someone like in my 100 level when during CBT. I could not talk to her. And fast forward to I think 200 level during night class, I was able to meet this girl. And I'm like, okay, can I have your contact? I feel like you are a very powerful person that I should have, like, in my circle. And I did not know that, like, fast forward to 3 years later, I did not know that that girl would be an instrumental force to starting of Land Republic. So give importance to building, like, network. I used to say it every time that your contact determines your contract. The kind of contact you keep, like, every day, make sure that every time you go out, you make a new friend. Every day, add it to your goal that every day that you wake up, you must get at least 10 new contacts, at least for a start for now. 10 new contacts. The person you meet, make sure they are quality people. Don't just be meeting, don't just be meeting any other people. Do you understand? So 10 quality people every day that, okay, when you wake up, you go to, and that, where do you meet these people? Go for conferences, go to events, go for, like, birthday parties, go for some high level wedding. Just go sit beside people. Hello, I like your wristwatch, I like your shoes. It's giving. I'm going to talk about having a good sense of humor too very soon. Do you understand? So take building importance. I said know and be recognized by the right set of people. Like, every time people get to ask me this question inside like on my WhatsApp, sir, how do you build HN? How do you have contact with HN? It's not hard. There's nothing. Just make sure that these people, they want to even be friends with you. So far, you're a man of value. Do you understand? They want to even be friends with you. They want to know you too, because the people that I posted something on my WhatsApp status today, that the people that you see that are on top, they did not just go to that top. They grew from somewhere. So they want to be able to say, I knew when Fisayo was still, like, was still a student, and that boy is going to be a great person in the nearest future. They want to keep your contacts because they know that one day you can be the CEO of a multi-millionaire company. But if you are not taking building contact very seriously, how will you meet all these people? I think I've already spoken about the power of attitude. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is sell what the customer wants and needs. Like, it's not about just posting about product. If you notice, all is about Land Republic. Every of our product is about what does the customer need? An ideal customer of Land Republic. What are they look like? What are the customers requesting for? So it's not about just about you know that, oh, there's one land in Ilorin. No, there might be a high tendency that your customers don't need land in Ilorin. They only need land in that are very affordable. Like, and we have a lot of product. Like, we have a product that is currently selling like this, like Premier City. You know that this person is just saying, I have 500,000 to invest. Oh, you have 500,000 to invest, no problem. There's a product for of Land Republic that you can get with just 300,000 and above. So another one is find out about your clients, their interests and their wishes. Use it to make a sale. I use this thing every time. Every time. I'm going to talk about using the power of questions. Like, there's a client I just spoke to in Netherlands today. I know that this woman, she even called me Mr. Epe. I know that she likes Epe. And before you know it, I'm always pushing about Epe to her. In fact, when I'm talking to Naki, I always talk about Epe. Like, before you know it, she had referred me to at least 3 people in Netherlands. So find out what your clients like. What do they want? Is it Ibadan? There was a time earlier today, I was talking to one of the prospects that I've spoken to today before I close this. She said, I know that Ibadan is cheap, but you see, I like Ekpe. I did not even drag it. The minute she said she like Ekpe like this, I did not even want to drag. I don't want to, nothing concern me about how the beautiful city of Ibadan. So far, she had already told me that she likes Ekpe. Before you know it, I started pushing, man, what's your budget, man? What do you think we can work with? That's the thing. Forget about what you feel like, oh, it's raining right now. Like, okay, Premier City is what everybody is saying. What is the client interest? What is their wishes? What does this person want to do? Do you understand? So go with that. It will make your sale very fast. Yeah, I was talking, we are still under like building network. Please, they don't care about like how much you know until they know how much you care. I want you to write that down. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. People will only deal with people they feel like, oh, they are safe with, oh, this person is a friend. They don't, a lot of my was it the head of customer care or somewhere, they were saying it jokingly at the office, and they were like, most of Dr. Victor's clients, they don't even come for inspection because they are my friend. And over the time, we have learned to build trust. I've learned to build credibility with them. They know that I cannot run with their money. And every day people refer me to their friends, even their rich enemies. Because of what I've learned if I meet you like this, the first thing I want to do is that I want to build a solid relationship with you. I want you to be like, professional relationship. Like, okay, I want to know what you like. I want to talk about myself. I want you to talk about yourself. So I want us to like, I want to know about you, and I want to know how can I help this person. There is a client of mine. The reason why she keeps referring everybody, like every of our friends, even our colleagues to me, is because I know that her husband needs Naira a lot. And I position myself to the fact that even sometimes when this woman will ask me that, hello Victor, my husband needs so Naira, we want to convert it to like Kiniko. If I don't have, I'll just quickly text someone that I know that beside me that can have, hello, I'm not saying you should do it for everybody. It's because I trust this person and I know that they've been a customer of mine for a long time. Before you know that, I've already texted this person. Let's quickly send this money to this person. What I'm just doing is that I'm depositing in the emotional bank account of that person. And before you know it, sales are already coming. She wants to repay me. Every time she's always referring me to people. I know the funniest part, she has never asked me for a commission before. There's no week she hardly know, like today like this, we have spoken, she has referred me to another person. So people will only buy from people they know that care for them. You understand? Like the trust. How is the trust like? Do your customer like have you built friends? It's not just about asking for money. Where is the future of clinic? Have you taken time to build friends? There are some people that they are very receptive, like they don't like building, like you coming to them. But you see, Once I see that they post something, I will comment under the post. Intelligent comment. Oh, maybe the person posts his or her picture. I'll say this picture is very, very nice. It's giving rich. I'll just I will be moving closer to you. Before you know it, you don't buy. In less than 6 months, you buy land from me if I have your time. You understand? So I want to quickly rush this thing. This is the same thing that establish a strong network of relationship is very important. I've already spoken about it. Gain the confidence of your customers or that thing. I've already spoken about it. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is using the power of union every time. If it is this one, I know how to do this one a lot. If I'm on call with you, I will look for a way to make you laugh. I always look for a very creative way to make the environment less tense, because when a customer is already laughing with you, like the person is already getting free with you every time. There's no customer that I probably go to sites with or anything. Like there's no customer. I'll find a way to make you laugh. I'll find a way to say something about, like, sometimes when some of my clients, like maybe some of my prospects are behind, I say this person get money. If the person posts, I can come under the person and talk, like I'll just drop something very funny, not offensive. And also, please, you have to know when the person is in mood too. Like you don't just throw jokes around. Do you understand? You just look for a way that, oh, the person is wearing a nice shoe. Gami, I like this your shoe. This your shoe is giving billionaire vibes. The person will smile when it's not like the person is is a sad person. No matter, there's nobody you tell that kind of person to. People like, oh, I like even on like women. Sometimes when I see a very good looking woman, I know that this person must, for you to be using this kind of phone or something, you must be able to buy that. I can walk up to the person and say, oh, see bone straight. This one is, oh God, this one is a worth of 2 plots of land in Ekpe. The person will like say, don't whine me now. Before you say don't whine me, I don't collect your contacts. Business don't they go. Do you understand? So like, be very creative about it. There's no way to it. Like there's no way, like there's no one way to just be very creative and make the person laugh. The next point I want to talk is product knowledge. Please know your product. Customer should not be asking you where Premier City is and you are saying is in Ijebu. How? And by the time you send flyer, the flyer is saying the product is in what do you call it? Is in Ibadan, like is in Oyo State. So know the details. Where is the product located? Where is that estate located? The area. Make sure you can know it. If the customer is saying how many minutes from this your product to UI, you should be able to say it. That's why it is very important for you to go for inspection. I know most of you are still in UNIILORIN, you might not be able to, like link inspection or what. But you can. There are people on that group chat that you can send a message that, oh, how many minutes this particular estate to UI to money here. So get all those questions, because there's that tendency that people are going to ask you, and you have even made this thing very simple. There's something we call FAQ, frequently asked question. There's a PDF that contains all the frequently asked questions that we know that people will always ask. They will ask you for the title. What's the title of the land? You have to be able to tell them, oh, the title is C of O in view. The title is registered survey. Like, it's freehold. The title is freehold. Like, what are the documents I'm going to get after payment? All those questions, you must be able to, like, I've mastered the reply, because sometimes it might be like you are on a call. Imagine they asking you that kind of question on a call. You're not saying, sir, let me get back to you. The person, you are reducing your credibility level. The person will be like, the person does not even, this guy does not even know where the product is. And it will go for the next person that he or she sees as an authority. And one of the ways to build authority in this business is product knowledge. Know your products offhand. If they wake you from up and say, how much is 1,000 square meter of Premier City? You can say it. How much is so something? You can say it. Where is Land Republic office located? You can say it. All those questions. Know your product. I cannot emphasize this thing. Know your product. A lot of people have lost say because of this thing. They don't know. They are saying, sir, I will quickly confirm and get back to you. The person will be like, Ṣé ẹni tí mo fẹ́ fún ní 1 million lélẹ̀, ṣé lè ò ní gbówó mi sálọ? Do you understand? Like, know your product. After this call, what I will expect you to do is ask for the frequently asked questions. Read it often and often. Be reading it every time. Read it. Before you know it, you are like equipping your knowledge bank. And by the time you are going to withdraw for it like this, the client or the prospects you are talking to be like, oh, more. Since when have you even been in real estate that you are sounding very cool like this? I don't know why my slide is not well arranged. This point is meant to be the last point, but then let me talk about it. Please dress to win. You cannot be saying you want to be selling real estate and you are just dressing anyhow. You are just dressing shabbily. There's no difference between you, a realtor, and a Yahoo boy. There's no difference between you, a realtor, and the person that did not even go to school at all. Like, dress to win. Position yourself for that sale. Wear good clothes. Wear good shoes. Wear good tie. Iron your clothes anytime you want to go and see like a prospect or someone that you feel like it does not even have to be like anytime you are going. Make sure that you are positioning yourself like because you can actually be going out and you see someone that you feel like, oh, this person should be able to buy land from us at Land Republic, and the person is seeing you on bedroom slippers, the person is seeing you with unkempt hair, the person is seeing you with wig that is not well like combed, like who is this person? They will not even want to give you attention. But imagine dressing very well, like your native is well ironed, starched, your suit is well ironed, your shirt is well ironed. If you don't even have money for starch now, but imagine all those small details you are paying attention to it. Your hair is well combed, oiled, your shoe is not dusty. All those things, all those small things, like they contribute to your sale at the end of the day, because what you are trying to the impression you are trying to give is that, oh, this person is a savvy person. Do you understand? I know the first impression matters a lot. If you miss your chance to impress that person excellently, you have to research shows that it will take you 30 more times. The person has to see you 30 more times for them to change the impression they have about you. And imagine in Nigeria, how many times do you want to see someone 30 times like a prospect? It's not possible now. The person will even feel like you are disturbing them. So you have to make sure that the first time that prospect is seeing you, they are seeing you as a billionaire. I mean, billionaire in quotes. Someone that is credible enough to handle their money, their investment. Do you understand? So dress to win. Make sure you are positioning yourself for success. I have about like 5 more minutes to go. Tell stories. See, stories are one of the greatest ways I've used to close sales. Please mute your mic. Stories are one of the greatest ways I've used to close sales. Every time, this person should mute his mic. Who is this person?
Joshua, please mute your mic, please. Joshua.
So tell stories. Please tell stories. I one of the stories I use a lot is like, sometimes during the course of me having a lot of inspection, I've done a lot of inspection in this life. So I ask questions from my clients that have you bought a land before? You tell me, oh, your first land, how much did you buy it? Some of them say, I remember when I bought Lekki Phase 1 for 500,000 that time. There was even one of my prospects that time that he bought his property in Ikate for 250,000. He bought 4 plots for 250,000 that time. You know how much a plot in Ikate is right now? It's begging maybe 150,000. Yes, 10 million. It's begging. Those kind of stories, clients want to hear them. They want to hear that, oh, someone who bought land when it was bush, and in the next couple of years, like 10 years later, they are selling. They are even like they want to. What happened to me recently? I bought a property in Epe for 1.5 million, and about last 3 weeks or so, someone was begging me with 8 million naira. I mean, 2021 to 2023, 8 million naira in bank safe. I don't even know where. Maybe I would have spent the money safe. I'm very sure 1.5 million. I would have spent it or give it, I would have given it out. This kind of story, you can, when you are telling your prospect, you can share that. Oh, I remember my Oga my Oga bought a property in Epe 2021. You see, it's a story, although it did not happen to you, but it's a part of story that like people want to hear. And that's why I said, don't use false testimony. You know how I said it. Don't go and buy it because, oh, my guy bought one land for 1.5 million. People were begging 150 million in it. But the person will ask that, where is the land? I cannot say it. Like, your story is not joined. And before you know it, the person will be like, oh, Ele come paro for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So use story, but don't use false stories, please. Thank you. Like this one is asked to say after you have been talking, don't be shy to ask for the say. When are you making the deposit? Don't be shy to ask when are you making the deposit? How many plots are you buying? Don't be shy to ask those questions. It shows that you are even in control of the conversation. Do you understand? How many acres do you want to buy? Like, when are you making the deposit? How much deposit are you making? Those are the questions that like you're asking for say, because you might just be just saying, money saying road is the new big thing. They are bringing dry but you are just saying if you have not asked for say, you are not doing the closing. So ask for that say. Now, the second to the last slide I'm going to talk about is never got caught selling. Please, people don't like to be sold. They don't like the idea of you saying, I want to sell land to you. They will not buy from you. But instead, tell them the value of the land. Tell them the reason why they should invest in that land. Tell them the reason why that area is booming. Oh, Epe right now is one of the biggest hot zones in Lagos, Nigeria. Why? Because there is international airport that is coming 30 minutes away from Epe is Dangote refinery. You know that President Buhari keep like they want to hear all those ones. It's not like, okay, come and buy Epe, sir. I want you to come and they don't want to be sold to. People don't like the idea of being sold to. In fact, if you come and meet me, I will not buy from you. When we tell the futures, tell them what they stand to gain, all those stuff. Before you know it, they are already telling you how much of my money am I dropping. Like, do you want me to drop? And then lastly, overcome objection. See, believe me, this industry is one of the industries that you will hear a lot of no's. You will hear a lot of no's. But believe, one thing I just want you to know is that those no's, they don't kill. They don't kill you. They should just like you should know that, oh, if a person is like rejecting your offer or something, ask the person. There are a lot of reasons why people reject offers. Like it's maybe because they don't have money, maybe because they have another person, another realtor that they trust more than you. Like just try and know why the reason why they are not buying. And if you can only know if you are asking the right question, sir, is it because the price is too much? They no, it's not even because the price is too much, it's because it's far. Oh, far from where, sir? Like ask question. A lot of people are always doing the talking when the client is talking, they're always doing calm down, shut up. Ask questions and don't ask yes or no questions. Don't ask questions that clients can easily answer yes or no. No. Ask questions that will be giving you data. Sir, what is your budget? What is your budget? You cannot answer what is your budget with yes or no. It's not possible. Which area are you looking to invest in? You cannot answer that kind of question with yes or no. Sir, is your budget less than 5 million and 10 million? Those ones, they say yes. You will not even know which one is the budget. But imagine saying, what is your budget, sir? What are the things you are looking at if you want to get, like, what are the features you want in an estate? Like, questions that they cannot even think of yes or no. They will have to put the answer in a direct way for you, like in a sentence. And with that, you are getting information, you are getting data, you know where next to attack the client. That, oh, okay, you want a property that is not far from, okay, oh, that's, you'll be getting data to say that your product that you want to say, oh, you want a property that is not far from the train station. In fact, we have a property that is just 10 minutes away from the train station called the Mona's Court. Oh, you want a property that is in a very developing location. Oh, we have a property in a developed location. In fact, people have started building in that estate. It's called the Fourth Estate. Do you understand? So you need to ask questions that are not anyhow related to yes or no. And I wish you success. If you have questions, it's already 9, like we're already like 6 minutes downside 9. If you have questions, this is the time to shoot the questions. It will be over to you. It will be officer your whiz around. You guys are muted, though. I don't know if you know. AOB.
Okay, yes,
Sayo.
thank you so much. I don't know, my mic went off. Thank you so much, Malga, for this. This is actually a master class. I feel we should all pay for this class. If you agree with me, just signify. Because like this is really power packed. And you said you actually prepared this in 30 minutes. This is more than a 30 minute preparation. I mean, but like I said, it's just from your wealth of knowledge that you've been able to amass over the years. And yeah, thank you so much for everything you've taught us tonight. Come on, if you are new here and you're listening to him for the very first time, I feel you should just unmute your mic. One person, if you have a church mind, just unmute your mic and just say something to him before question and answer in 30 seconds. If you're listening to him for the first time and you actually learned something, just unmute your mic for 30 seconds and say something to him. Anybody?
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay.
Joshua, are you talking? Can't hear you.
Okay, I want to appreciate our speaker right now. Sincerely speaking, I'm impressed with the slide he has been talking about. Or I've supported you by saying we should have played for this class, which is a master class, because not everybody will get in touch with such a good opportunity like this and maximize. But indeed, it's such an opportunity whereby I believe each and every one of us here present should maximize. I want to appreciate you once again for sharing out of your knowledge for us to advance in our career. So thank you so much. May all be
Thank you, Joshua.
prosperous. Yeah,
Thank you.
right.
Thank you, at least. Thank you so much for that. And like he rightly said when he was actually when he started, he said all of these things he didn't know maybe until it was in 300 or 400 level, right? And I'm sure some of you are still in 100 or 200 level. So this is just like the best time for you to just key into these things as a student. If you can follow the process as a student. So imagine where you is today in the space of 3, 4, 5 years. So imagine picture your own self in another 5 years time. If you can work with these things over time, and then lucky for you, you have somebody who's willing to hold your hands and work with you. So it's gonna be a smooth journey for you. And I'm sure what took you 5 years, if you actually listen and pay rapt attention, take you less than 5 years to achieve. So you are here, you're here to learn, and I'm sure if you're actually willing to learn well enough, you will learn well and you become very better. So thank you once again, my Oga, for this amazing class, for the teachings, for even me. I had to think about my life again. Like, okay, I have to relearn the things I've learned before. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is just 10 minutes after now. We have just 20 minutes more to end this class. So if you have questions, please unmute your mic. I'm taking just 3 to 4 questions. 3 to 4 questions. So if you have any questions, just unmute your mic, ask your question, and then I will call either Esosa or Malga to just
Okay.
give an answer to that. So
Can I?
okay, who's the first person? So just tell us your name. If you're a student, tell us maybe your level, your department, and then your question.
Okay, thank you very much. So I am Oluwoyobi Ojo Mufta by name. Actually, I'm not more a student. I just convoked some months ago. I'm one of mentees to Dr. Victor. I'm one of
Yeah, that's
mentees to Dr. Victor. So yes, my question is, how do one handle messages like, okay, personally, my WhatsApp, even sometimes when I post, people will ask questions, and because of the bulk of the messages I do get, so sometimes I don't even know that someone has asked questions, not until maybe some days before answering them. So how can we handle that? In fact, I even have to use a WhatsApp type that is distinguished between normal chat and group chat, and still I don't answer. Uh, I don't answer messages as How can one handle that? I don't know if you also pass through something like that.
okay. I think Dr. Vido posted something like that on his status today. Was it today or yesterday? somebody asked him to buy that he wants to buy land, and then she was like, she don't want to sell land again. I think you should be the best person to answer this question. Dr. Victor, are you here? Dr. Victor, sir.
Yes. I'm here. Like,
I don't.
what?
Okay. So his question is, he gets bulky messages, and then how does he get to reply messages on time? That at least he says sometimes people will ask him questions and won't get to reply until some days. So I'm like,
so me,
you are the best person to answer.
exactly. So the same issue we have been faced the same issue. So most of the time, every morning, like I sometimes there are keywords that I search for in my chat: payments, land. I need, like, all those things. I know that most likely going to be my clients. Then sometimes I search client, like I know the keywords that my client are most likely going to, like, drop in my DM. So once I search the keyword, if your messages are, and then another thing I do is that, like, I muted the notification from every group chat, and like, the only notifications that come from WhatsApp is chats. So as your chats, like as you are texting me, I'm seeing it. If it does not relate to land, I'm not going to reply you. If it relates to land, like, or you want to get a property, like, I'm going to reply you immediately, because I know that if I don't reply immediately, there is a high chance that I don't get to reply you again. Do you understand? For example, now this morning, no, I was on a call when that guy was texting me repeatedly, and I could not, like do two things at the same time. So I needed to finish that call before I could. And it was calling me to that. Oh boy, he said this stuff. Do you understand? So, but one of the ways that I've been able to beat like the tons of messages that are coming every day is that I get notifications. I see what you are sending. I might not just reply you if I feel like, the only ones that these days, the only reason I will reply is if it's about business. If it's not about business, if it is how are you, something like all these G's, you want to tell me about something that does not, I'm not going to reply you. I'm going to see it, but I'm not going to reply you. I will reserve the energy for my clients or my relators. So we can filter the ones that, and if you see that someone is, the conversation, there are a lot of people, there are some people that the conversations they are always having in my DM, like, I don't, like, he's not for me again. Like, I have already archived them. If you send me message next time, I will not see it. Maybe once in 2 weeks, I go to my archive, go and see the ones that they have grown, that we can put back to normal chats. But so you just is to simplify, like differentiate between the ones that are actually serious and the ones that are not. Do you understand? So once you're able to find a way that works for you, or that's what works for me. Like archive works for me. I muted notifications from like group chats, and the group chat that I know that, okay, contributes to my growth, Land Republic group chat. I pinned it. I pinned, like, the group chat. That one, those group chat, those Land Republic group chat, yeah, I know that they contribute to my growth. So I want to see what people are saying every time there. I want to see the person that just rang bell that will encourage me to go and ring my own, like to go and look for another sale for me too. So those ones, so just build a structure around it, you'll be fine.
All right, thank you so much for that. Thank you, Dr. Victor, for that answer. I hope he has answered your question. Okay, I have two persons raising their hands here. Olowo, sorry, but if I didn't get the pronunciation very well. Olowo Yobiodro Mufta. Do you have a question? You're just raising your hand.
I've asked my case. I was going to ask a question now. I forgot to put that man.
Okay, please. All right, thank you. D-Tech, I saw your hands.
D-Tech.
Sir,
D-Tech.
thank you very much for this, Dr. Victor. I really appreciate this. Yeah, my question is that there is someone, actually a student, but not from UNIILORIN. Yeah, I'm a Ladokite, Lautech student. Yeah,
What
there is
level?
someone
What
I
level?
300 level, sir.
300 level. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So there is someone I prospected Premier City to, and money is not the issue, but the issue she has is she has been duped already. She's my lecturer, so she said she will reach out to a lawyer. So on reaching out to the lawyer hasn't replied, And that's what she told me when I went to her office. She was like, our lawyer is always busy that, and she needs confirmation before she compete. So my question now is, how can I convince her so that, and I told her like, you can reach out to the company lawyer. She was like, hey, I want to buy from you. I cannot talk to your lawyer. I need to reach out to my own lawyer. So how can I convince her to get her closed, sir? So that's my question, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think Esusa should give us an answer to this. Esusa, are you still on this call? Esusa. Esusa, are you still here with us?
It will be answer the question. She's a little bit indisposed.
Okay. So yeah, the question is, he said that there is somebody that is trying to close, but the person is not buying because he needed to confirm from a lawyer, and the lawyer hasn't gotten back to him yet. So how does he close the person? You might want to give us an answer to that, Dr. Victor.
See, like there's a lot of like one of the ways that I've had this kind of clients over and over. I think it would be to add one recently, and I was able to close them. So what I always tell them is that because, like, fine, there are all industries that they are crooks. Like, do you understand? Or because you've had a dick before does not mean that the head is not a correct like thing. I mean, if you have a dick, does that mean that your head is not correct? It's a temporary thing. If you know the right dosage to use, you get it fixed. So that's what I just tell them. And that analogy always works every time. And if you want to like use a lawyer, you can tell them that, oh, that's fine, man. I will inform our legal team to like talk to your lawyer to anytime your lawyer is ready. You don't have to show desperation. You don't have to show like you are desperate for the sake, because this is someone that is coming from like a past trauma. Do you understand? So it will take time, but just make sure you are handling it like a professional, like a consultant will handle it. Like, just say, okay, ma'am, anytime your lawyer is ready, don't worry, our legal team is ready for any question they might want to have. In fact, you just see our legal team say already like shows that your company say no small. Like you are ready to show anything that shows that you're a genuine company. Did I answer your question?
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor, for that. Ditek,
Much,
I'm sure
sir.
your question has been answered already. Thank you. I'm sure. So please, who else has a question? That's the second question. We have just two more. If you have a question, just unmute your mic. If you have a question, tell us your name. Like, just unmute your mic. Don't raise your hand. Just unmute your mic.
That question, can I answer?
Good evening, sir. I didn't get that.
Hello, sir.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello. Yeah, I have another question. And my other question is that an uncle in which you do talk, but is in the UK. He didn't know you are into real estate or anything like that. So, and sometimes all what you do talk about is about academics. What approach can you use to close him? Though you know that he's interested in investing in properties and something like that, but you have never talked to him that you are a reactor. So, what approach can you use to close such a person, sir?
Okay, so your uncle, the person is your uncle, right? Hello, Ditek.
Yes, he's my uncle, sir.
Okay, so since it's your uncle and you guys talked one-on-one before, so just tell him that you're not into. Okay, so this is what you do: enter his DM like you normally do, and tell him that now you're into real estate and you work with a reputable company in Lagos, and tell him what you guys have been able to do over time. Just express yourself to him normally. Don't expect to close him the first time you're introducing yourself to him as a realtor.
All right,
Do you
sir.
understand? So you're just introducing yourself to him now as a real estate consultant. Now is so let him start seeing you with a different look now. Then maybe as time
Okay.
progresses, you can now start telling me, okay, now I'm into real. These are the properties that we have. But first off, just introduce yourself to him now that you're now into real estate. Let him notice what you're now doing. Okay. Then as he sees your status, right?
I'm not sure whether he's a ghost viewer, but then I've never seen him viewing the status, sir.
So that's the thing. As much as you introduce yourself to him, let your status
All
keep
right.
preaching to him, if whether he's a ghost viewer or a viewer. Do you understand? So let your
Okay.
post, let your WhatsApp status keep preaching real estate to him. So a time will come that he will truly believe that truly you're into real estate, and then he will want to do business with you by that time. But if you just tell him you're into real estate and then there's no post about real estate, there's nothing educative about real estate on your status, there's nothing pushing people to come and say, okay, I want you. Because people actually move by what they see. So let him see you that okay, you're on site, you're making videos, you're having a write up about real estate that's actually educating people. It's just a matter of time. He will believe you and he'll be willing to do business with you.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I really
You're
appreciate.
welcome. You're
All right.
welcome. So the last question, Oluwashogu, if you're raising up your hand, saying sorry.
All right, good
Oluwashogu.
evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity again. We really appreciate the effort, sir. And thank you again, Dr.
Pleasure.
Victor. So my question tonight will
So
be
please
the
introduce yourself.
last.
Are you a student? Like what level are you? If you're a
Okay,
student.
my name is Oluwashogo Ifeyori, student of University of Ilorin Biochemistry 400 level.
Okay, that's fine. So your question now.
All right, sir. So my question is regards the last slide concerning rejection. So here's my challenge so far. I get clients, but most of them are based on referrals. So find the first person contacts, give the positive referrals and everything. But then the challenge I have is closing them themselves when I actually meet them. So now they feel most times, at least for the last two, the issue was I wasn't online when they chatted me up, so auto response started conversing with them. Then when I jumped on a call as per your instruction, we talked at length and they told me their budgets. They were like ready to buy to the point of sending the money. But then concluding the transaction is the issue. It's either something comes up, but the final closing is being the issue. So what in that case, what do I do? Do I keep pressing or I just don't know what to do at that point? So sir, can you please help out?
Okay, let me just say something. Then I'll call Dr. Victor to conclude the thing. So yeah, this is it, right? It is a referral, not your direct people that you know. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the person that referred you to this people, to this person, has that person bought property from you before? Please answer. Let's be. If
No,
you're can you
most
hear
of the
me?
people that do the referral are actually students like myself. So no.
Okay. All right. So the thing here is right. It is. I don't know, but it's actually quite difficult for.
I can hear you, sir. No, no, no. The answer is no.
Okay. So the thing is, it's quite difficult for people that have not got properties from you and they are referring you to other people to come and buy, it will be very difficult for those people to buy from you in a way. Why? Because these people that is referring you have not gotten. So they've not actually had a business to do with you before. Do you understand? It will take a high level of a trust for somebody referring you and then they are buying from you. It will take a high level of trust from the person referring you first before they can now say, okay, now let me listen to this person, and then they're now fully convinced to buy from you. But if somebody who has actually got the property from you before, and that person is referring you to somebody else, there's a high tendency that you can actually close that person. Why? Because there's a testimonial that this person already shared that, oh, I don't buy that property before, so you too you can buy. So there's that level of trust that's okay for this guy to have gotten, I can also buy. But someone that have not gotten that is referring you, tendency of closing that sale is very, very slim. So I guess that's where the problem lies with you. It's either the person referring you to this person is not someone that is trusted well enough, or those people are just still trying to observe. Nobody wants to give out their money to people they don't know. Like I always tell people, people buy from you, people buy into you before they buy from you. They buy into your personality first before they say they want to buy from you. So have you actually built yourself to a point that they can actually look at you and say, okay, I can give you my money? If you've not gotten to that stage yet, nobody will buy from you. I'm sorry to say. You always just keep trying, and they keep telling you, okay, I will buy, but they won't buy it until they are fully convinced that okay, they can actually trust you with your money. So that's what I have to say. I don't know if Dr. Victor has any other point to share on this. But to answer your question, if you're hearing, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know, Dr. Victor, if you're here, you do you have anything to say to that
Yes, sir. Yes,
question?
sir.
Dr. Victor,
I don't
sir.
have anything to say. Oh, my guy, you don't answer.
All right, thank you very much. So, okay, there's one person here, Ifeoluwa. You'll be my last question for tonight. This is
Ah,
12:20.
I have a question too.
Okay, Ifeoluwa,
Good evening.
please.
Hello, can you hear me? Good evening.
Okay, good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Okay, so a while
So please
back,
introduce yourself first. Introduce yourself. Are you a student? What level? What school?
I'm a student. I'm in geophysics 400 level.
UNIILORIN, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fine. So your question now.
Okay. A while back, I was employed at a real estate company where I was, to market land for people. And then I got a customer. He was ready to buy 50 hectares of land around Ogundoroko. We actually offered him, we told him to, we reduced the price for him 167 million. And then we took him to the land. And then after that, he was like, he's not going to buy the land again. After saying it is okay. Then, being a friend of him, he confided in me saying that he's not ready to be scammed by them. And then we are already, we want to give him the real C of O. So my question is, can you clarify, is it possible to fall victim to a scam even after obtaining the authentic certificate of occupancy? Hello?
Okay. I think Dr. Victor will be the best person to answer this question. Dr. Victor,
This
sir.
one, this one, like, I don't even know how to answer it. Like, is it that the person, please repeat the question again. Let me understand you better.
Okay. Like the man wanted to purchase 50 hectares of land. And then we took him to the land. He even said it is okay. And then later he was like, he's not ready to fall a victim to a scam like that, saying that we want to scam him. Even after he saw that we want to give him the certificate of occupancy, the original one. Oh. So my question is it possible for someone to fall a victim to a scam even after obtaining the authentic C of O?
Okay, so there are a lot of, I mean, people have done. There's nothing that is not possible in real estate. Let me just tell you like that. There's nothing, and that's why I keep saying that real estate is a business of trust. There are a lot of people that they don't even need CFO to do business of 100 acres, 600 acres. It's a business of trust. The person does not really trust you people. That's why you have to pull up. It's not about the document. And yes, people forge documents. I mean, people forge it. It happens a lot. It has happened. Like people forge anything. People can do anything in this country for money. So I won't be surprised if the customer feels like, oh, the document is not forged or not. But I feel like one of the things that could have stopped that transaction from happening is trust. If he had trusted you, he would not even ask for the CFO or anything to do business with you. You get.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, so Sunday Beatrice, I think you just the last. We have spent our time today. Last question and last question. Sunday Beatrice, please introduce yourself and ask your question.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My
Good
name is
evening.
Tule Beatrice Onewa from the Department of Chemistry, 400 level, University of Ilorin.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Victor and Miss Esosa, for the classes. The class, I actually learned a lot again. So here is my question. I actually have a lot of contacts on my phone, people that can buy. But the thing is, when I chat them up, when I chat them up, they don't check messages. Like probably checking up on them or something, but they don't check messages. My question is, how do I attract their attention? How do I get their attention? Like, how do I get them to respond to messages? And going as far as checking statuses, my status on what I post and stuff like that.
Okay. Ah, well, Dr. Victor should do justice to this too because
I mean, again.
sorry.
Oh yeah. So, like most of the time, the people that you think they don't check your status, don't be surprised they are checking it. How do you know they are not checking? What if they are using this? You don't know. A lot of people check the day they will come and send you message, you'll be shocked. There was this guy that I met in Victoria Island, and I thought like he was meant to buy land one time like that, but one conversation or the other, like he didn't later do. Today I posted something and I'm just shocked. If you see the kind of message he dropped like 8 lines. Under the reply, I'm like, so this guy still dey view my status. Like a lot of people that they view your status and you don't know anything about them, and they just want to be private. In fact, the people that have given me the highest amount of money in real estate, you don't know that they check your status. They don't want you to know. They want you to. They just want to be watching your life, see if you are someone they can trust. The day they will come to you, knock your door, you'll be shocked. Some of them will even refer you to people that will come and do business with you. So the point is just to keep showing up, whether you feel like they are checking it or not. Show up. You cannot be unfortunate every day.
Oh, okay. Beatrice, as the question been answered.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So once again, thank you everybody for joining to this class. I hope you were all able to learn one or two things. And like I said from the beginning, uh, this is a training that will set your life in a very good direction if you can actually take everything into consideration. For those of you that are on our group chat already, for like 2 weeks now, you see what have been happening. Like people ring bell on that group every day. It is not to show pride. It's just for you to know that yes, this thing is possible. Okay. Sales is it might take a while for you to close your first deal, but it is very possible. Very, very possible. So if you can actually put all of these things into consideration, work with them, keep building up yourself, keep building up your skills, you can earn that million as a student. I guarantee you that. I tell you this for free. Sister is just not here because she's indisposed, but I mean, I wish there was time for her to share from my own personal experience with you guys, but
No, it's not only
maybe
Esosa sef. Even Jubri, even
check
Farella Ebenezer. Like there are a lot of young people that they are making like
that make that's
crazy
the thing,
amount of money from Land Republic. I mean, they are students.
and they are
Don't
students.
say
So
because you are a student, don't use it as an excuse. In fact, like something that use your students, like use your the fact that you are young and you are still a student, use it to get ahead above your peers. When everybody is done with school, you are not clueless. One of the things that Jubri like this is immediately because he has been selling, it was not hard for him to get a job in Land Republic. Like it was just automatic. I just saw him inside the office and I was not surprised. Do you understand? So like position yourself for you don't have to wait and it does not affect anything, it does not affect your academics. If you are good, you are good. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
mhm.
position yourself and make the crazy amount of money you can make legally. Like in fact, you will thank yourself.
So thank you very much once again, Dr. Victor, for that. So you heard him already. As a student, use that studentship to just get ahead. Like interact with your friends, build quality relationships while you're still in school. At the same time, you never can tell that person seated close to you in your lecture room has the money to buy land from you. Even you can just open your eyes to see. Right. So keep being better, keep doing those things, keep learning, keep growing. The sales will come one day. Okay. So but for as many that are willing to join our group but are not on the group yet, uh okay, is Bolu still here? Bolu, please drop your contact on the group chat here now. Bolu, are you here?
Bolu is not
Bolu,
here, but I will drop
Bolu is
the
not.
Google form link for people to register.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so there'll be a Google form sheet for you guys. Just drop your details there, so we'll pick it up from the one to the group chat. If you are ready, if you are willing to still learn from us and then still sell our product, because we have 3 products currently selling right now in Land Republic. We have one in Lagos, Grandiose Gardens, is in Ekpe, selling for 4.8 million naira per plot, and half a plot 2.4 million. We have 2 in Ibadan. One is Monarch's Court, selling for 2.4 million naira per plot. And we have Premier City that is just selling for 600,000 naira per plot. So we have various range of property for your prospects. So just know the kind of prospect you're talking to, and then what amount they can actually put into real estate. We have it. We have people. If we have anybody that wants to buy land of 100 million, we have what they can buy. People that want to buy land of 300K, we have what they can buy. So we actually covered everybody in Land Republic. So join our group, still keep learning. We have webinars every month to train our realtors, to train our partners, to train everybody. So the more you join us, the more you learn from us, the better you become. All right. So once again, thank you very much, Esosa in absentia now, and Dr. Victor for your time, for the training. We all learned a lot, both the new people and then for those of us that have been studying before, we all learned a lot from your class tonight. Thank you. And our prayer is that God continue to increase you on all sides. Thank you so much. And yes, we have to sign out now. My name is Adeboye. They call me AOB. And yes, I'm your moderator. Thank you for joining tonight's class. And see you all at the top. Au revoir. Good night, everybody.
Au revoir.
Good night, Mr. Bankole.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
Mr.
night,
Good night,
sir.
Good
sir.
night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you so much
Good
for
night.
the class. Bye. Mr. Victor, I'm your DMO.
Anyway.